13 University of Iowa football players remain hospitalized tonight after becoming ill with a muscle syndrome. Experts believe it's a symptom of overtraining, and it can happen to anyone. Back with us tonight is personal trainer Allison McWilliams to talk about the risks you may be taking if you exercise too hard and then, of course, don't eat correctly. Very important, timely subject. Thanks for coming in. What are the biggest dangers? We know about this muscle disease that these football players are dealing with, so that's obviously a danger. What are the other problems?
Yeah, there's actually a lot. People can get fatigued. They can get very irritable. A lot of people cramp a lot more. Actually, they're not hungry too, so a lot of people will start to undereat. And the list just goes on and on. You could start getting injured, illnesses. A lot of people start to get sick.
How would you define overtraining? Everybody's weight and physical body level is different. So what's the best definition?
The research that I found was the overtraining for a lot of people is 90+ minutes. If you do 90+ minutes of a workout a day.
Is that 7 days a week or 5? What do you think?
5 or 6.
Yeah, okay.
And then if you run up to 60 miles a week. So if you're a runner, for example, and that's your training, that's overtraining. And also it's hard too because a lot of the athletes, it's more pushing too hard or pushing too fast. So that's the tricky part with overtraining.
Who does this impact the most? You just mentioned runners, but who would be in this category?
So your distance runners are one of them, the ultra runners, your triathletes, so your more endurance athletes. Youth athletes are starting to, you're seeing that more and more in youth athletes because they're either pushed too hard or too fast.
And they don't want to say that it's too much because you don't want to disappoint your parents or your coach.
Right.
And then you end up in the hospital.
Well, and everybody wants to work, our mentality in the Midwest is to work hard all the time.
Yeah.
And it's okay, you don't need to. And then also, and then it's the people who are going to the gym and they're getting into losing weight this time of year and they're staying there for 2 hours.
Okay, you touched a little bit, but I want to just go through that list of the 8 signs that you're overtraining.
Good.
So let's bring that up and you just point out the most important ones here.
Yep, so lack of appetite is huge because if you don't get enough food, you're just going to start to burn muscle instead of fat anyways. Injury is a huge one, so there defeats your whole purpose for working out in the first place, and your muscles can get heavy, so your tendons can only handle so much. So if those muscles get too heavy, illness, that doesn't help you with your workouts either, cramping, depression, and decreased performance. So then those reasons that you're working out, you're not getting anyway.
So if you notice one or more of those, you should talk to a personal trainer or your doctor. What's the best way to deal?
Yeah, physician is always the number one place to go.
Okay.
And then to take some rest, and that could be, some days off. It could be gentle yoga class. It could be a massage. You just don't have to sit around.
Well, I think all of those sound good. I need an excuse for a massage. I feel overtrained right now.
Maybe you are.
Allie, thank you so much. Really appreciate it. It is important and a serious story that a lot of you probably at home are following. If you would like more information on overtraining protection or just want to ask Allie another fitness-related question, just log on to our web channel and click on news links. We'll see you in 2 weeks. Have a good weekend.
You too.
When we come back, remembering the Challenger tragedy 25 years later.